Disheveled, hot, tired, ghost hunting to 4 a.m, and gardening beyond belief. Yes, hello everybody, that was my weekend. How was yours? Was it a good one? Put it in the comments. And welcome to Monday's MCN. You've got the last ounce of my energy, and I'm going to give that to you. That sounds disgusting. Let's talk about Marvel Contest of Champions, shall we? So thus starts a brand new week in the world of Marvel Contest of Champions. What will this week bring? It feels like even though the new content has been out not 7 days yet, that a whole month has passed. Like everything not working according to plan, like things breaking that shouldn't be breaking, but it's kabam at the end of the day, and consistency isn't exactly what we've known the developer to have when it comes to new content coming in. And we know that compensation went out for raids, and we know there's still bugs, and hopefully there's going to be some fixes to problems, which of course Kabam have said about that they're fixing, and we'll cover some of that in today's MCN. There may be some more compensation. Just take it with a pinch of salt based on a flippant remark when Kabam Pinwheel kind of responded to this, say, this comp is only for raids, as we've said, not for any of the other issues this week. And whether or not stuff will come, we'll have to see, as we've had several different issues that affected different players in different ways. Will revives and health potions be given out based on, say, degeneration, unavoidable degeneration damage that has been happening in the Alliance War Showcase, or will we not get that? Also, a bit of a reminder, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but you might have or might be interested in claiming your compensation. The longer you keep this compensation for the revives, you know, the more opportunity you have to use more revives, revives that are in future raids that are coming this week, next week, and the month after. Oh, no, this week, next week, and the week after. Not month, because we won't be doing this. Well, you could save it for another month. It's 28 days, but, well, we've got a raids month on at the moment, and people may want to kind of like use that. So, you know, just keep it in your mailbox. As you can see, like it's claimable items expire in 28 days. So there's still a time you can actually keep this. And of course, bend the rules. Do whatever you want. It's your game. Play it. Now, what about Torch's ferocity issue? Grandmaster said the team has identified and fixed an issue with Torch's ferocity node. This is something where obviously Saga champions get an application of that special buff to basically like turn himself into a mini torch, but it's burst ability, so you don't see like a Nova Flame pop up. It's just you're going to be bursting on basics. Something that I'm not too interested in, but it was very interesting to see all champions being able to use it. And there's been so many problems this week. I think I just glazed it and just went, I don't care. Like I'm using any champion now. Yeah. It is what it is. We apologize for the bumpy start to this month's update. Thank you for sticking with us. We're excited for a fun summit and Battleground ahead of us. So yeah, putting a positive spin on it all, of course. Next up, and Battle Realm Brawl. Okay, Battle Realm Brawl. Well, Summoners Fest. That's of course announced July 9th. That was last week. That came in after I posted the MCN. And Battle Realm Brawl is the most important thing. Seasons 30-31 is where you can look to qualify for Battle Realm Brawl. Of course, everybody that kind of gets into those participation elements will be vetted, because they might not be the actual... They might be a bit kind of shady, let's just say. And as a result, they may not get... you know, I'd say look at the participation agreement. I would also check out the official rules. Will we have a look at that? Oh, and which countries are eligible to qualify for this event? So those are the countries right there. So, yeah, if you got representatives, like this is a good opportunity for the most skilled people at certain countries. Like, I can't remember if India was not featured last time on this list. It's now here. Now, also Kabama said that countries, right, Hong Kong, right, okay, right, what about China? Also excluding Quebec. Everybody in Canada doesn't like Quebec. Even the people from Quebec don't like Quebec. No, that's a joke, by the way. Which, funnily enough, the last time I made that joke, I was reached out to by many Canadians who actually said that there's kind of a truth to that one. So we'll just watch that space and see if I get any messages about that particular line that I just said. But of course, there's a lot of countries like that. If you're not on there, of course, put it in the comments if you are annoyed. The main thing about this is the prizes. Now, I think we slightly covered this, but maybe didn't, because units, 250,000 units for I think that's from what someone said, like let's kind of go to what people were saying, is that I think Kabam were giving out $100,000 worth of units. No, 10,000, yeah. $10,000 in prizes, first place, while 10,000 only cost them about $1.25 in someone's labor. Well, whatever. I don't know what that's. People are just getting a bit funny, aren't they, about this? It's so they can say they're giving away $10,000 in prizes to first place, while $10,000 only costs them $1.25 in someone's labor to put them into their accounts. Well, I don't know. Do people want $10,000 over 100,000 units? Like 100,000 units is basically somebody being set up in MCOC for about 2-3 years. I mean, $10,000 nowadays doesn't really get you much. I mean, in the UK, it doesn't get you very, very much. Actually, I think I would say in the US as well, similar situation. That's just just a fragment of like what could is it? Because then you have to go. Will it be tax free in US countries? Like we have to pay tax on it. So therefore, does that go down rapidly? And then after that, you go, was that going to get you anywhere? I'm sure someone will say no. $10,000 gets you a lot. Would you prefer the money? I'm sure certain countries going to there with their currency is kind of like a lot higher. They get a lot more out of it. But look, we're going into a territory which Command have already set what the prize pool is going to be. There's nothing they can do about it. They don't just go, hey, by the way, we're not doing 250k units. We're now doing $10,000. Are they going to do it? No, let's be real. Command aren't going to change it to be money. And I think maybe that's the only reason that they can get certain countries to allow to participate in it as a result. Because otherwise they've got to go through like so many legal mumbo jumbo jargon and rubbish in order to, get it sorted for people. But anyway, yeah, I thought I'd share that. It's interesting. The lowest down the pecking order is 35,000 units for 5th to 8th place. And that is based on, that you're going to be attending. There'll also be an event in which community participation can add to the unit prize pool. So it does go up. You can participate as well to help out, get the prize pool up for the top players. There's also some more information here about when the dates are. And then it'll be limited capacity and a closest airport information. Yep. So cool information. I'll put a link to this in the description. And of course, tickets will be announced very, very soon with it. There's a lot of other kind of like T's and C's. We probably won't go over this now because we've got to go over one more topic. Yeah, one more topic before the show ends. And the final topic we're going to leave on is the Realm event. Obviously, many people comments or, reached out, have kind of said like, oh, about this calculation, that calculation with stuff. Let's kind of like just be real. Kabam haven't released all the information on how much points you're getting from those August objectives and how many in volume. We can largely retrospectively go, oh, minus this by this gives you how much they theoretically will be balancing. But there's still a lot of information and data not available for us to get a full picture of what we can miss, what is the full amount of points from different areas, what is then going to be what a Thronebreaker can get, what like another player is going to get. But hopefully this little segment here of the MCN helps out. So Command Osiris Rex, Karate Mike responded to a few people in thread and said, just a bit of context on the Realm event itself. If you engage with the game in all areas throughout the next 2 months, you'll gain points in the event. The more players that do this, the higher the overall milestones will get, granting everyone more rewards throughout the event. I think we know that. You can reach the top milestones without spending money on the event. Again, we know we don't really know the full extent of it. There are some milestones linked to in-person announcements, etc. at Summoners Fest in November. Is there any additional clarity you're looking for me to share? Because then this is the stuff we want to hear. As for the Twitch drops, because that forms, I think it's like 5,000 points. it actually wasn't intended for it to be in the July drop, and these are extra points. I'm aware that some people got it over others. Why are you waiting a whole week to claim the Twitch drops, by the way? Yeah, I agree with that. And I've asked the data team to run a gift map to everyone who claimed it before the points were live. Yeah, like that. Maybe we'll do more streams with more extra points. Who knows? It's a long summer, and this event is supposed to be a casual and fun source of extra rewards you gain from engaging with the game leading up to the Summoners Fest. I would say with that is, again, it's like you dangle a carrot in front of a donkey, it's going to want to eat the carrot. You put sweets, candy, in a room with a bunch of, like, I don't know, I was going to say diabetics, ants, right? They're not going to not go for it. Like, they will go for it. They will definitely go for that candy. So throwing an event like this out and going, well, people aren't going to be concerned about actually getting it. No. They're going to be interested to get it for sure. They want to get those rewards. They want to see how they can get those rewards, because it's fact-finding. It's what, gaming's about, because this is very much a game that's evolved into an RPG. And sometimes feels like an MMO, I'll tell you that one. And, grindy in areas, go and do this quest to grab this, which means you can go and do that by doing this. It's very much like that. And I've had to largely park it because I don't want to make every single video about this Realm event. I did actually want to do other bits of content and coverage, especially these next 2 days. I want to get Saga Incursions done, and I want to get Alliance War Showcase done and a video about it with lots of different options, but I just don't have the time because I'm spending most of my time covering the fact that Kabam can't give us the specifics of what a free-to-play player can get against what a not free-to-play player can get, and all individual by month quests, events, objectives. That's one of the key things, broken down to how you can actually get it, to how you can actually get it done, and how many points you can get, and when you can get the particular milestone or threshold. Final thought is the same one that I left you with the last time I covered the Realm event. It's just do as much as you can, and hopefully by the end of the month, we'll have some clear guidance on it, or we'll find out what is available in August, because there will be stuff you cannot do in the Realm event itself, or for the Realm event itself, like there's certain quests that certain players, different progressions cannot access, but there's some you can. Do your Battlegrounds objective as much as possible. Find ways in order to kind of get around them and do them. If Kabam complain about the way that people are acquiring those Battlegrounds points, hey, Kabam, you created your own problem. What can you really say? That players are having a workaround to try and get some of these points. If it does require units, or it does require revives or health potions, and you see value in how much you can push further, then maybe do it. And yes, Kabam do say that there is about 285,000 to 300,000 points you can acquire. Whether or not that includes or doesn't include the spending-based 1,500 plus that they said about. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the Realm event itself? Confusing? Definitely is not. Hopefully more clarity soon. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content located on screen. That has been your MCN, and I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye.